Bloodstain Lane, aka Where's My Fucking Cheesecake, Bitch? And on today's episode, I'm taking off my fanboy hat and I'm putting on my journalistic hat. And just for the record, I'm a huge fan of Fedor-Overeem, as you can see by this hoodie I own, and also this Team Golden Glory sweatshirt I own, okay? But I decided to take decided to dip my hand in the cookie jar and come up with my own conclusion of this Fedor-Overeem debacle, and I did some investigating. Now, Fedor-Overeem basically just stated that Fedor decided to call him out after he committed to the K1 World Grand Prix. Now, there's actually no proof or source that Overeem actually decided to do the K1 World Grand Prix. As a matter of fact, if you go to Fedor-Overeem's Twitter on August 6th, he didn't even know what he was doing because he put, I don't know if I'm doing Strikeforce or K1. So there's actually no truth to this matter. Fedor-Overeem actually declared he was doing the K1 World Grand Prix after Fedor called him out. So that's just some news I uncovered. Okay, now that Fedor-Overeem has officially committed to doing the K1 World Grand Prix, the first round of the tournament's in October, and the second round will be in December. Now, Fedor has asked for this fight in the month of December. So unless Fedor-Overeem knows for sure that he's going to win in October, he shouldn't even commit to December. Unless he knows something we don't know and K1 is feeding him maybe a gimme.
He better hope he's not fighting Badr Hari.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'll say that.
If he's fighting Badr Hari or Semi Schilt in the first round, you know, as a big Reem fan, I don't like those chances against those respective guys. You know what I'm saying?
Even my boy Ray Sefo.
Even Ray Sefo. But, you know, it's like you can't commit to December unless you know what's going on. Did K1 maybe tip him off about him, maybe feeding him a gimme opponent? You know,
who's a gimme opponent in K1 though? I
mean, that's true too, but maybe, you know, unless he knows for sure that he's not fighting Badr Hari or Semi Schilt, I mean, he shouldn't commit to the month of December. You know, that's just some other shit I uncovered. You know, this fight is really completely up to the Demolition Man, Fedor-Overeem. You know, he needs to decide whether he wants to commit to MMA or K1. Especially, he needs to commit if he wants to commit to Strikeforce. I mean, he's only defended his title one time in 3 years. I mean, is he loyal to the sport of MMA? And I'm a huge Overeem fan, but I mean, it seems like he's not fighting in the States as much as he should. I mean, he signed the Strikeforce. Why isn't he defending his title? I mean, one time in 3 years?
Didn't he recently say he was going to do MMA strictly?
He recently stated he was going to do MMA strictly.
On Ariel Helwani's show,
exactly, which means I don't understand why he's doing the K1 World Grand Prix. And as I stated in the last video, when the greatest fighter of all time calls you out to fight you, I mean, you have to accept that. I mean, Reem, you need to be more loyal to your MMA fans. I know you want to do the K1 World Grand Prix, but I think right now...
And we love K1.
I love K1 just as much as MMA.
Exactly. Let's get that straight.
I don't love MMA more than... I love them both the same. But as, you know, Reem, you're an MMA fighter. I mean, most of your fights are MMA. You've only done a couple, you know, a few K1 fights. I mean, I think you should really focus on MMA and building your brand in the United States of America. And I tell you what, I mean, if you beat Fedor Emelianenko, you are the fucking man right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as a huge fan, I want to see Reem dedicate more of his time to the sport of MMA and to Strikeforce in general. I mean, one time in 3 years is just not fucking cutting it. And as for the Olympic-style blood testing that's being supposedly asked for by M1 Global, there was actually no official statement made by M1 Global that requested Olympic-style testing.
It sounds like more mudslinging to me.
It's more mudslinging done by all these so-called MMA fucking journalists. I would like someone to find me a direct quote from Vadim Finkelstein or Evgeny Kogan asking for Olympic-style blood testing for Fedor-Overeem. You can't, because none exist. This is more fucking, you know, being mudslung, more slander. I'm getting tired of this bullshit with the bashing of M1 Global. Fedor-Overeem said he will comply with whatever testing any athletic commission required. Now, New Jersey, which is being looked at as a potential location for a Fedor fight, actually mandates Olympic-style testing. So eventually, Overeem's actually going to have to, you know, do this testing. Now, I, for one, personally don't think Fedor-Overeem juices. I actually, you know, horse meat all day, motherfucker. You know, I actually don't think he's juicing, but, you know, eventually he's going to have to comply to this. And it's not going to be because M1 asked for it. It's going to be because the Athletic Commission and Strikeforce asked for it. and in closing, as huge fans of both the Last Emperor Fedor Emelianenko and the Demolition Man Fedor-Overeem, can we please make this fucking fight happen? This is a fan I've been wanting to see and hardcore fans been wanting to see for fucking the last 2 years now. Forget about fucking Brock Lesnar versus this guy and Brock Lesnar versus that guy. This is the fucking fight I've been dying to see. What about you, Mr. Fahrenheit?
Listen, Overeem has to put aside the bad blood with M1, and this fight has to happen. Bottom line.
Co-fucking signed 100%. You know, the bad blood between
Golden Glory and M1.
I just want to see the fucking fight. I'm not into the whole politics and all that shit. Let's make this fight happen.
And you know what? Put aside the belt. Honestly, I just want to see the fight happen.
I don't even give a fuck about the belt. Means nothing. I just want to see the fight.
Exactly.
Simple and fucking plain. Thomas I Love Wang Rios recently penned an article on Sherdog about the top prospects in MMA right now. And one of the guys he mentioned is a guy that I've been clamoring over for the last couple of months. Magomed the Eagle Shikhshabekov. Now, this is a guy that everyone should keep a fucking eye on. This guy is like, pretty much, in my opinion, I'm not going to say the next Fedor because it's cliche to say that, but he has a lot of Fedor-like skills, man. This guy is going to be a beast at 170. He's explosive, has great stand-up, submission skills, explosive. You know, but in the article, Thomas I Love Wang Rios had to take a shot at M1 Global. Now, I have no idea why all these fucking bozo, pencil neck, weenie journalists always have to take a shot at M1. I mean, is it the fucking trendy thing to do? Where's the journalistic value in that? I mean, this is, it just seems like a trend nowadays. It's like kind of like people listening to Justin Bieber and loving the movie Twilight. I mean, there's no fucking value in that. But you know what? Like I said, these fucking writers are all fucking bozo, pencil neck geeks. They all deserve to get fucking slapped in their face. And like I said, there's no journalistic value. You fucking praise jungle fights, and then you trash M1 Global. I mean, they're both pretty much the same thing. They're both organizations showcasing untapped talent. So what's the fuck? I don't understand where the insults are coming from. What are your thoughts? Do you think it's just like because there's a hard-on for Fedor? I mean, what are your thoughts on this?
Like you said, it's a trendy thing to do. I mean, Fedor didn't sign with the UFC, so people take it on an M1.
They're fucking butt-hurt fucking pussies is what they are. Yeah, I mean, there's no other words to say it. Like I said, all you fucking journalists, I'm coming for all your fucking jobs. I'm coming to fucking backslap all you motherfuckers. So, Thomas Rios, go eat a dick, you fucking bitch. And then another news in the world of MMA. Dream 16 has officially announced Jason Mayhem Miller versus Kazushi Sakuraba. Now, this is a fight it's very, very interesting. Mayhem Miller has basically stated that Sakuraba is his idol. So he's getting a chance to fight his idol. I mean, personally, I don't like this matchup. I actually think Sakuraba should be retired. You know, I think he's fighting a young gun like Mayhem Miller, you know, who's probably going to end up winning this fight. Nonetheless, it's a very interesting, fun matchup of two of the greatest personalities in the world of MMA. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, let me just start out by saying Sakuraba's a fucking hero of mine. I mean, the guy defines the word warrior. He's fought basically every legend that's been in the sport.
Everyone.
I mean, Kevin Randleman, fucking Hoist Gracie, Wanderlei Silva. I mean,
Rampage Jackson.
Dude, the list goes on and on.
Marco Crow Cop.
The list goes on and on, like I said.
Tamara.
That being said, I mean, honestly, I don't want to see this fight. I'm not really pleased with the matchmaking of Dream. I just don't see how Sakuraba wins this fight. I mean, Jason Mayhem Miller, I mean, he's been on a roll lately.
Sakuraba just lost to Halle Gracie, and Mayhem Miller is a 100-time better fighter than Halle Gracie.
I don't see this ending well for Sakuraba, and it fucking saddens me to say that. The guy's a fucking legend, but like you said, I mean, he's facing a young gun, and
I mean, we admire Sakuraba's samurai spirit, you know, and still fighting.
He's not gonna back down from nobody. We know that.
I mean, old Sakuraba beats Mayhem Miller. Let's be honest. But like I said,
think even Mayhem will fucking agree with that.
I mean, like I said, I guess it's just, you know, it's a, you know, a fun fight to show. I mean, Mayhem Miller did say that Sakuraba is his idol, so I mean, like I said, I really don't get pumped with Sakuraba fights anymore, just based on the fact that
we mean that in
a respectful way.
Yes.
And he's fighting at 1/10 of his actual, you know, skills and talents that he once possessed. So, you know, it's a fight. Like I said, I'm not, like, both of us are really not looking forward to see, but you know,
maybe Sakuraba has a couple more fucking tricks up his sleeve.
Maybe he has one last fucking Rocky
big W, exactly.
We'll see what happens. And in other news, we have Satoru Kitaoka finally making his return to MMA.
From Nippon Top Team.
On October 3rd against Hironaka. Now, For anyone who hasn't seen Kitaoka fight, this guy is one of the most entertaining, aggressive grapplers in the world of MMA. I mean, he is a true treasure to watch. He looks like a fucking absolute madman.
Look what he did to Gomi.
He made Takanori Gomi, the greatest lightweight in the history of MMA, look like an absolute fool. And we are monster Takanori Gomi fans. You won't find bigger Gomi fans than us.
Fireball Kid all the way.
Kitaoka tooled him in under 2 minutes. Go YouTube one of his entrances. This guy looks like a man possessed. When he enters the ring, he does some weird fucking head movement. I don't know what he does. What do you call that? Just some weird fucking...
I can't even put a word on it.
I can't even... I said go YouTube one of his entrances. Yeah, so Satoru Kitaoka. I mean, this guy is the fucking truth, man. Nippon top team.
All day.
Fucking day.